Live, live, live. The black hole is going live. I said in my little thing there, my little, community post that it'd only be for 30 minutes. You know what? I changed my mind. I think I'm going to be making this a nice, long, late night stream. It might even go as long as 2 hours. So yeah, you guys already know all my deep thoughts from my previous videos. It's just gonna be Black Hole Live number 2. I've already made my original 0, which was just a test, by the way, and then I did my little prelude 1. So let's be Black Hole number 2. It's gonna be a long, long live for me. My first long, long video late at night. I want to see if anybody actually tunes in. I don't think anybody will, but if they do, you're welcome to chat about anything you want to discuss. For the time being, I'm just going to sit here and whatever pops in my head. 1 minute down, about 100, about, what is it? How many minutes are in 2 hours? Right? About 100, 1 minute down, 119 to go, yeah. It's going to be a long, long video for me. Right now, I'm sitting in front of the computer with napkins over the webcam because I don't want to show my face, and I still can't use my cell phone because I still don't have 50 subscribers. I want to go out and walk in the park with. Already explained all this in my previous videos. This is probably just going to be a long extension of all the things that I've already spoken about. And if anything else comes to mind, if nobody tunes in, I will definitely speak about it. So yeah, it's like, black hole handle whatever, suck you up, spit you out, give advice, anything in life in general. Like I said in my original park walk just about a month ago, it hadn't been a month yet. It will be very shortly. Bible, everything's about control. Man-made, yes, I've mentioned that many times. Yeah. And of course, freedom is 4th of July. It's like, here it is, the 6th of July. It's actually the 7th now. It's way late Saturday night. I'm going to be doing this all the way until about 3 a.m. or whatever, early Sunday morning here in my apartment. Just finished my little screaming video a minute ago, and hey, my window's open. I would scream, but my window's open. Somebody might walk by and think I'm an idiot, like I really give a fuck with him. Anyway. None of my videos, I've already taken off all my age restrictions, and all my videos are not made for children. So, yeah. Right now, I only got 9 subscribers. So, yeah, anybody wants to chat, go ahead and post chat now. Talk with you, whatever. One of these days, I hope to get on to StreamYard or whatever and get an avatar and do that kind of like Thought Provoker and all those guys do with. Right now, I'm just doing regular. This is my first major real live stream. I'm gonna make this a long, long 2 hour live if I can. I'm gonna stay up late and just talk just whatever I think about. Yeah, just talk about it. What is this world, man? Where are we? What is this? There's all this talk about how everything is consciousness, right? And we're at the center. Oh no, no, we are not at the center. We're at the edge of the universe, and like God's at the center, and we're at the edge, and that's why everything's dense and everything's all, you know, everything's all solid and hard here, right? Vibrating slowly. There's no vibration. Where is the vibration, man? So we create all this entertainment and stuff to try to get ourselves back into that because we're all going to move back into that. And we're all like Meaningless Cycle says, dying organisms, all these wonderful YouTubers. I've been sucking up for like 6, 7 months now, and I miss that pointless rat race. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know where the hell that guy went. It was wonderful. Well, it's like, I hate people and hate. Oh, I wish I could remember that video. I'd love to make an impression of that video, but I just can't remember it. And I'm in the middle of a live stream. I'm not gonna do that. I'd love to do it if I tried to write a piece of paper and memorize that whole speech the other day, but I can't remember it. It's just the things I said in that little, that little tribute thing that I did a couple of days ago. That's all I can really remember of it. It's like, we can have to help each other, but people got to have this high ass ego, man. It's, you know, it, yeah, it's just a wonderful, wonderful YouTuber. Where the hell did he go? I want him back. It's just maybe he will come back, but that's up to him. That's like it could have been just YouTube. It could have been just people. I've heard things about maybe just getting people trying to get on the just all this crap. People using his videos for just crap. All crap, man. My favorite YouTuber. I don't think I have a favorite YouTuber because they're all. I love them all. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make this. I'm gonna try to make this live stream a whole 2 hours long, man. I'd probably end up lying back and just talking in my pillow here in a little bit because I want to have a nice long live under my channel. That's what I want. I want to make that happen tonight. I'm still waiting to see if anybody wants to show up and give any chat. Nobody showed up yet. I'm just not that popular. Probably everybody's asleep by now, and I don't blame them. Next time I do a live like this, I'm gonna try to do it during the day when everybody is awake and. But if anybody wants to chat about anything and talk about anything, just whatever, I don't care what it is, man. I'm here for you guys. This is live, no topic, just me sitting here live for 2 hours talking about whatever. Anyway, just like in all my videos, I've made so many videos now. And I've already said pretty much, but what else? What else can I talk about during this 2 hour period here? I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna walk over here to this part of the room because I just don't want to sit here in front of the computer for the whole time, and I don't have a microphone other than the one that's on my computer. I want to see if my voice can. Yeah, you probably can still hear me from over here. I don't know if you can or not. I'm gonna shut my windows so none of these people out here have to listen to me for the next 2 hours. I'm assuming that you can still hear me from here. And of course, I'll be reading my chat here in another 5 minutes. But if you can't hear me, that's fine. It's just a late night live, and I'll listen to it later, make sure it's working. And I am watching my chat. I am watching my chat all the time, see if somebody's asking me. Let's see here. You know what? I bet I could get on my cell phone here and rewind it and see if it can, if you can hear if I can hear my voice speaking from all through my apartment here as I'm doing this long, extensive live. So here I am on my cell phone. I'm looking. Yeah, there it is. I see my live. Yeah. You hear that? That was me talk. That's on my cell phone. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Now I'm gonna rewind it. I'm gonna rewind it and see if I can still hear myself talking. And then I can just walk around in my apartment and just talk about stuff aimlessly for the next 2 hours, and that'd be great. I'd love to. So let me just go away for a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna check and make sure that I can be heard all through. Yeah, I do. I'll be right back. See that one person is watching. I see that one person is watching. I believe that person is me. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Let me just situate myself. Can you still hear me from here? Can you still hear me from here? Testing. Yes, it sounds like it. It sounds, yes, it sounds like it. How about now? How about now? Can you hear me now? Let me see what, yeah. Yes, I see. Yes, there we go. Yeah, yes, yes. Very good, very good. Okay, I see. So I can still see my comments. I can still see my comments here. I can still see my comments here on my cell phone. And also not only that, but I can also pretty much walk all around the apartment and you can still hear me. So yeah, that's good. That's what I was doing just now, was making sure of that. So yeah, we're gonna do this for 2 hours. Yeah, this is gonna be a long live. My first major live video, and we're just gonna get it over with tonight. Anyway, I got my cell phone here, and I don't want to have any copyright issues. I could, you know what? I could literally play all these other videos, but then I'd have copyright issues. But then I'd have copyright issues. So we're definitely not going to do that. So yeah, just what we're gonna do now. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna put my cell phone back on the charger, and then we're just gonna just hang out. Then we're just gonna hang out for the next, what is it, 100 minutes? What is this live is gonna go a full 2 hours. What am I already up to here? Let me check it here before I put my cell phone away and really get going here. What am I already? How long has this live already been? What are we up to here? See, that's me talking. Look at me. I'm famous. Oh, we're only at 17 minutes, so we just starting, man. It's just the beginning, man. Yeah. Okay, shut up. Yeah, let me be quiet. All right. So I'm gonna put my cell phone on the charger now, and we're gonna get down to business. Okay. So then, here we go. Basically, what's going to happen? Basically, what's going to happen over the next hour and 40 minutes or so is I'm just going to ramble on here in my apartment late at night on Saturday, right in the middle of 4th of July weekend. Anything comes to my head. And if I see anything in the comments, please post it. And please do not give any unkind comments, because if I see anything like that, I'm probably going to report it or something. Yeah. So just be nice, guys. I haven't even been a YouTuber for a month yet. So yeah, let's keep everything kind and polite. So yeah, here we go, man. Here we go. It's time for the black hole to pour his little heart out or whatever. I hope I don't suffocate myself like I did earlier in that fucking yelling video. What am I going to talk about first, man, that I haven't already spoken about, and all the wonderful, wonderful things that I've already known and heard about? So many things I could talk about tonight. But one of the main things that comes to my mind right now is just I think it's the issue that's on everybody's mind who has any common sense. And I do not, any parents out there, anybody who believes in, I'm not saying anything against parents, man. I think parents love their children, and I think more than anything, as a natalist, bringing children into the world, the belief that you should bring children into the world is that you mini me, you want to have somebody there, you want to have a nice little, something to take care of, give your life meaning, right? You want to give your life meaning. I'll give you that. That's fine. I understand that. And I'm all for that. But you gotta understand, man. I mean, raise your hand. Raise your hand, anybody, if you remember asking to be born. I don't remember asking to be born. If anybody asks to be born, man, then we don't remember it. Because this dense human consciousness that we are definitely experiencing. Yeah, is this a question? Are we experiencing this human consciousness, man? It's the most intense experience that you could ever have as a conscious being, is living in this realm, right? In this existence. as a human, as a physical being, you gotta get up and go to work. You gotta make money. This little green paper that we gave value to, it's just paper that they print it out every day. They call it and it's called money, and we gotta be little company, not necessarily company simps, but just, you gotta go to work and you basically, you know, basically you gotta just kiss ass. Basically, you got to just go to work every day and do what everybody says. Otherwise, you're like a loser, right? You're a loser. Just because you don't want to go to work and do what everybody wants you to do. And that makes you can't, afford your life. And then you want to have kids. Some people live in these countries, just I don't believe in hell. I don't even believe in countries. I believe we're all just one consciousness, and that we create value. We bring value. We bring everything on ourselves. Yeah, that's what I believe. I'm stripping it down, man. I'm sucking it all up and spitting it out, man. That's why I'm a black hole, man. Because I see the world for what it really is, and it's just we're all just trying to keep from getting sucked up. We don't want to get sucked up by the black hole. We want to get out of the black hole so that the black hole won't even have to suck us up. Because we already realized that life is not an unfunny, unworthy of our spiritual love and grace joke, right? Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying that you got to go to work every day and make this little green paper that we gave value. And then sometimes even then, when people are not functioning well, they're still going to want to have a child. And then they bring them into suffering. And they don't remember asking to be born. And that's fine. No, it's not fine. No, it's not fine. I just said that was fine. No, it is not fine. There's nothing more. And I'm sorry, just if there's anybody out there listening right now that you might want to turn it off right now, because if you keep, you're not going to like what you're going to hear. Anybody who believes that bringing a child or another organism, another sentient being or whatever into this world, in spite of the way the world is, that is just ignorance, man. That's ignorance. You're ignorant. And I hate to say that, because I would love to say that the world's a beautiful place and that all this just sings hands and la 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 dee dee bring children into it. But that's not how it works, man. Because people are evil motherfucking narcissistic bastards. And why? You always gotta ask why. Remember, you always gotta ask why. That's one of my main things, right? Well, because how can I say this? How can I say this? Everything, there's really no such thing as time. It's just everything is here in the here and now, right? And we just created all these myths and legends, which is it's just real, because everything is real when conscious is present. We bring that into, our awakening, right? Just when you wake up, Benedictine the truth, like, he was in a video the other day to talk about it's like, oh, if you're in a nightmare, consciousness has to reject something and you wake up from it, because this is fucked up, man. It's like, we gotta reject this, man, because it's fucked up, right? And so, yeah, it's just like I was saying, it's like you bring a child in this world, the ignorance, the reason why people are ignorant in the first place is because, just like in the Harry Potter movies, like there's no good or evil people in the world. There's only, it's just, it's what we choose to act on. That's what we really are, right? I mean, what is it? Sirius Black and the fifth, whatever the hell it is, the fifth one. And then, I'm not supposed to say his name, who. Excuse me. I had something in my throat. You know how it is with me. Kills the father. And then it's like, I don't want to spoil it. Anybody who hasn't seen Harry Potter or, the Fantastic Beasts series, by J.K. Rowling or whatever. Yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's just, you know, we all got light and dark inside of us, right? And it's what we choose to act on, which is what we really are. So therefore, we bring everything on ourselves. And like I said in that hotel video a while back, and the screen in my hotel home, hotel room, why can't we help ourselves? Yeah. Why can't we help ourselves? Because we're cowards. We're cowards. We have been conditioned. We have been conditioned from an early age. And why have been, we always got to ask why. Why have we been conditioned from an early age? Because we're born to be slaves, man. Just like all these YouTubers. All these YouTubers say the same thing, man. All these YouTubers say the same thing. And that's why I'm becoming a YouTuber myself. Because they all say the same thing. This world is all about just corruption and deception. You got to go to work. You got to make this green paper. You can't just help people and just live and be who you are until you die or whatever and go where you belong. No, you got to do what we say, man. You're losing. You see, it's stupid. It's evil. Fucking Illuminati top 1% bastards, man. That what is a bastard? A bastard is like a dog or whatever that's born wrong, or a bitch, or a man that was. I don't pay attention to that crap. I know I should, but I don't. If I'm going to be a YouTuber, I need to know about this stuff. But yeah, that's the main thing. It's like the most of the time, it's like a person knows that the world's an evil place. What is the word evil? The word live spelled backwards, right? You forget to live because you believe everything's out there. You got to go get it. Money, the root of all evil, right? You don't realize you already have it. How can I already have it, man? See, this is how we've been brought up to think. Our minds and our emotions. We've been programmed, right? We've been indoctrinated. Is the main word I hear. It's like it's like I'm gonna make a nice long 2 hour video. I'm gonna make a nice long 2 hour video. All my videos so far have only been like 10 minutes. I haven't really been able to get into anything yet. That's why I'm doing this right now. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh God, I already forgot. Yeah, give me a minute. It's alive. I got 2 hours to do this, man. It's gonna be well past 3 in the morning before we're fucking done with this. And I still don't see anything in the chat. I'm just not very popular. And besides, it is the middle of the night. We're not talking, we talk, that's it. A little red flag light bulb going off in my head. We're all just, now there it goes again. I almost had it and now it went away again. Give me a second here. Oh, it's already been a second. Well, give me another second then. Uh-oh. We've all been indoctrinated. That's it. We've all been indoctrinated. We've all been programmed to believe that we got to go work in order to be able to have what's already basically been given to us by our source, right? When we're out of sync, then, yeah, that's why we feel bad. Our emotions are a direct indicator as to how you feel. I strongly recommend all these videos. All Crimson Circle and William Bowman and Bob Monroe and Tom Campbell and the wonderful people that know what the fuck they're talking about, or at least they seem like they do. Because if they don't know what they're talking about, then they sure the hell know how to tell good stories. But then at the same time, it's like the Bible. The Bible's a good story, right? We just create everything, man. There's only one logical explanation to all the so-called chaos because there's really no chaos anywhere, and then that we're all consciousness, that we're all just I am consciousness, right? That's the only explanation for all of this. And if that's the case, then the reason the world's the way it is because we make it that way. And then what's worse than that is that even though we know the world's a crazy place, we're still willing to bring children into it. And I don't think anybody remembers asking to be born, much less asking for any of the turmoil that they got to deal with in their life. So yeah, that's the first thing I want to really point out. Now, I'm not saying that there's not loving parents out there. There are wonderful loving parents out there, and they actually think they're doing something good when they have a child, but they still don't realize that child, even though it came from their biological body, is still not them. I've heard it said a child is actually, it's a soul that's incarnated as soon as it comes out of the mother's womb. It's not like there's there might be a period when the soul comes in and out while it's in the womb, but it's not really there inside incarnated until actual birth, right? That's why it's like happy birthday. You're actually supposed to be celebrating the death day, man, the day that you die, because then you're liberated from all this ignorance. Because there's always going to be ignorance in the world, man. Because it's just like I say, Harry Potter, light and dark. The only way you can get out of hell where everybody thinks different, which is where we are, is if you can go somewhere where everybody thinks alike, and that's pretty much heaven. That's what heaven is. Is just people that think alike. Now, if you think different, then has this people going to be fighting. People kill each other. There's going to be imbalance, and people trying to be better than everybody else. You know, you know what I mean. Isn't that pretty much where we're living? Just the world of deception, Matrix. Isn't that what this is? Well, what are we doing here? We're supposed to learn from our experience, right? Parents put us here, even though they more than likely they had a crappy life in some form because everybody's always having to go through something, man. You just want to have a nice little cute bundle. Couple love each other, get married. I don't even believe in marriage, by the way. And they do it. They have sex. The male puts the penis inside the vagina and makes out. There, I said it. And then you got a kid, man. You get conceived as I'm pregnant. And then there's always talk about, oh, you shouldn't have an abortion because it's just you're killing the baby that hadn't even been born yet. You're killing the baby that hasn't even been born. They're just, this world is all about imbalance, like I say, that people, has disease and starving and imbalance. It's all in imbalance. Yeah, it's always in balance in this world because it's just so dense and so out of sync with source. Because that's what we call basically hell. It's only when you're in sync when you're not in hell, and that's heaven. That's like when you go to sleep at night, and then you still, even when you go to sleep at night, because what is that? That's another topic. The body won't go to sleep until you go to sleep spiritually. That's why it gives you those jerks, those myoclonic jerks or whatever it's called, to see it. As long as you don't try to make the body comfortable, then it's okay. I can go to sleep now. He's asleep, she's asleep. I can go to sleep now. How many of you guys have had sleep paralysis? How many of you guys have had sleep paralysis where you think these monsters or whatever coming after you in the middle of the night and you can't move your body and then you wake up. Yeah, I've had those. I've had that a couple times in my life. You can change your form, you can change whatever environment, become lucid. What is this? What's going on? Where do we go? Where do we go and go to sleep at night? Obviously we're not in this dense realm anymore. We're going somewhere where it's more not as you know I wouldn't say mundane, but it's just more vibrational, and your thoughts can create reality more easily, and that's more of a heaven-like environment. Now, the hellish environment, which is where we are, would be so slowed down that you don't even realize that your thoughts and emotions, for that matter, which is lower than your thoughts, by the way, because you got all these dimensions and everything. There's all this talk about, oh, there's like 7 dimensions. You got the physical, you got the emotional, you got the thought, you got the causal and whatever. It's like I've heard said that we don't have no idea how many dimensions there are. So yeah, it's just where are we going at night? It's just obvious. Your thoughts basically. When you feel good, then you're in sync. When you don't feel good, you're not in sync. And it's like your emotions like indicate how in sync you are with God, Source, I amness. Because y'all, it's just like that. How am I not myself? You're always just yourself. You're just a different kind of yourself. So yeah, it's all about. Yeah, I wish I could go out there on my cell phone. I wish I could go out there on my cell phone and do live streams. This kind of sucks just sitting. But I just, we're going to do it. I'm just going to sit around here, just walking around for 2 hours in the middle of the night. And I can totally understand why nobody's giving any comments because it's the middle of the night. How many people are wanting to make comments about some weirdo stream that's only been on YouTube for barely a month? You know, in the middle of the night. Nobody wants to do that, and I get that. I just want to have a nice long stream, nice long video under my channel without having to charge myself, discharge, run my cell phone battery out. Because this is I'm doing this on a computer and my cell phone's charging over there. So yes, like you got your thoughts, your thoughts and your emotions, right? Your thoughts, what is it? Your thoughts are supposed to be above your emotions, or what is it? Is it the other way around? Because we're not, we're not humans having a spiritual experience. We're actually spiritual beings having a human experience, right? We're consciousness having a human experience because we can, take on any form and go on any environment we want. There's millions and billions of galaxies out there, man. To think that we're the only ones in this multi-dimensional universe, for God's sake, people, the human ego is out of control. Dogs and cats can hear better and see better than us. Man, insects, for Christ's sake, can see better than humans. Homo sapiens. There's all this talk about how the planet's been here for millions of years, and the dinosaurs, and then we evolved from monkeys. And oh god, fucking, it's just amazing what just how people think. It's like the human history only goes back to, like, what is it, like 100,000 years, and humans, yeah, the old pharaohs of old, and all these just nomads and everything, and just history, just so much. Talk about Atlantis, right? And how the Atlanteans evolved, and we're just paying attention to this tiny little speck. America. You realize that America hadn't even been around for a quarter of a millennium yet. It's like this Fourth of July. We just say it's like the 248, which means it's going to be another 2 years before it's even a quarter of a millennium old. And we think we're so superior, man. And I'm not saying we are. America's wonderful, but at the same time, it's a melting pot. But people are coming here, and it's like everything's all the rent and everything, and all the rates are so high because of Democrat, Biden and everything. It's all probably all corrupt and everything behind it. The election rigged and whatever. And now all this crap against Trump and everything. Just this crap. Both presidents, both people running for president have bull crap behind them. All this crap behind Biden stealing the election, all this crap behind Trump doing all these, being indicted and whatever, and all these unfair deals and whatnot. It seems like everything's just scam now, man. Everything has just been put into a scam over the last 4 years. The Olympics, for God's sake, everything was shut down. In 2020, there was nothing. I was lucky. I was lucky enough to be working at Freezer. And there was one day when my guy that I was working at 4 years ago actually approached me with this little piece of paper. It's like, you gotta show this to people when you go out, otherwise I can't even go out without showing this piece of paper that I still have work. It's like, Jesus Christ. And it's like, I still can't believe all this stuff actually happened. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, is your emotions. Let me just think about this for a second. Your thoughts guide your emotions. Your thoughts guide your emotions, because your emotions can't guide your thoughts, right? Because then you got to have the thought, and then you have the emotion. Whatever, this deep stuff. Thoughts, emotions. Just talking dimension, because everything's here now. Those talk about chakras or whatever. You got to look into meditation videos and stuff to know what I'm talking about. Going out of body and near-death experiences, OBEs, NDEs, whatever they call them. Yeah, astral projection. Yeah, that's the term. So yeah, you got the thoughts. Yeah, guiding the. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Let's get off of that. Yeah, let's get off of that. Yeah, let's get off of that. All about how just on our place, our intent and conscious. If you're aware of something, one of the best things I've heard is like, if a tree falls over in the woods, does it make a sound? What if there never was a tree in the first place? What if the measurement, you walk out and you come back in and it's fallen over?
Did it actually fall, or it is just the probability that it would have fallen? And that person gets eaten up, and nobody else has ever seen the woods, right? And then another person comes in, and would they see a tree falling over, or they might see it standing up? Who knows? Because the measurement, whoever made the measurement, but everything is here in the, Tom Campbell, my big toe theory of everything is what I'm referring to. It's just, it's just this everything is multidimensional, and that would mean the spirit, whatever would be, etheric and astral, and then you got mental and all. It's just everything is just one great consciousness, and there's many levels of it. A lot of you guys may not know what the fuck I'm talking about, but if you do, yeah, this live stream is going to be going all the way until way past 3 in the morning. I've already made it clear this is not going to be a 2 hour live stream. Anyway, just like let me just ponder this one more time so I can get off my chest. Thoughts creating your emotions. Your thoughts creating your emotions. That makes more sense than your emotions creating your thoughts, right? Uh, Because everything is one great consciousness. Is ultimately everything is just I am consciousness, and everything just stems from that, and we're just at the outer dense part of that, right? And we got to work our way back in because we keep looking out there for answers, and we're never going to find them. And that's why everybody feels so out of sync all the time. It's like, why am I not happy in my life? Because you're looking for answers you don't realize you already have. Yeah, yeah, that's what you got to realize. That's what's really going on in this world. Nobody, the ignorance, all the suffering comes from looking out there for stuff that you're never going to find. You get mad about it because that's basically, the opposite. The opposite of love is not hate, it is fear, and you're afraid, and why am I not finding it? I hate. You can love someone and still hate it. It's like, okay, well, you get angry. It's like I'm impatient. Why is this not happening for me? Yeah, screw it, man. I'm gonna people commit suicide, jump, they get injured, they never walk again or can think again or whatever, can't, wheelchair for the rest of their life or whatever, because they tried to end their life and they survived, and now they got to suffer even more than they were already suffering. It's just all this medical crap that should be free. It's everything just money and stupid green paper for everything. You can't even eat or live or whatever. You can't even have a roof over your head. People got to live under bridges. Everywhere you look, people are just starving to death. And then you're still going to bring a child in this world. I don't get that. Now I can understand. I can understand why you want a mini me. We don't want to go to the orphanage. We don't want to have a dog or cat or whatever. We want our children to come from us. We want to bring meaning into our life. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is fucking happening in this world? You see what I mean? It's not that people are bad or just crazy. Everybody's crazy. I'm crazy. You're crazy. We're all crazy. Have you heard that song? Like, God is good, beer, no, there's a God, no, it's like God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy, because that's exactly the case. Because I am this, I am this simple oneness. That's great. Or just consciousness. I am perfection. And beer is good because it helps you relax, but people are crazy because they're always striving for things they don't realize they already have. So that's crazy. That's what we call crazy. Anyway, before I go on, I just want to get this off my chest. Your thoughts, you come out your emotions, right? Yeah, that's the emotions. That's the emotions. Yeah, your thoughts, your emotions. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. I'm gonna step in here and do some business. I'll be right back. Nobody's listening. Nobody's probably listening anyway. You guys will probably find this in the morning. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. Did you miss me? Of course you didn't, or did, or whatever. That was another thing I was thinking about. How about that thing called stress? How about that thing called stress, right? Or, yeah, don't you just hate stress? Stress is a mind bind. It keeps you sucked into the monotonous matrix of life. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do everything. But they don't have to do nothing. All they gotta do is pay me. And as long as they can pay me, then I can just keep slaving away, man, and providing for the family that I chose to bring into the world of absolute narcissistic nonsense, right? So, in other words, as I've said it over and over again, we're just bringing it on ourselves. It's all just bullshit. Yeah, bull crap. BS, BS. That's what it is. It's bull crap. We're always making things more difficult than they have to be. Life can be an amazing, beautiful experience, but it never will be because we're living in a hell realm. And that's why everybody's so stupid because they don't realize that all this stress is a direct result of them trying to make things meaningful when they never will be because we want them to be. See, that's why we're in hell. We want things to be meaningful, but we don't realize that we're living in such an intense environment that it never will be wonderful here unless we want it to be wonderful. Now, if we want it to be wonderful, then yeah, just tree of knowledge and all this stuff about flood and commandments, and that's all just man-made. Come on, people. I mean, wake up. It's not even really about waking up. It's about knowing that you're creating it for yourself. It's about knowing that you're creating it for yourself, man. It's you know, mm, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? What is this? What's the point of life? What's the point of existence? Just to go to work every day? Just to make this green paper for things that have already been bestowed upon us? All you got to do is look around. Everything's already here. All this entertainment, everything that's ever been, created, eating or just whatever, roof over your head, you name it. It's all here, ours for the taking. But no, we got to work hard or we're not worthy of it. Man, it's stupid. See, that's what we call ignorance. That's what we call control, narcissism, whatever. Because you got to work hard. You're not worthy. You're not worthy of this. You're not worthy of that. You can't have this. It's over, man. And then you talk about freedom and people come to America. You know what? I'm hearing about how people are actually wanting to leave America because they're tired of how expensive and ignorant everything is. And it should be other people should be, people should be fucking coming over here. And it's more like people are wanting to leave because they can't believe how pathetic things have become. Oh God. What am I up to? How the hell long is this video yet? I'm gonna try to make this 2 hours, man.
Oh my God, we're not even halfway through yet, man. It's only 50 minutes. Oh my God, what am I going to do for the next hour, 70 minutes? Jesus Christ, I'm going to set my stopwatch. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to set my stopwatch so I won't have to watch the clock the whole time. No, actually, I'm just going to watch the clock. Right now, it is 1:54. There's my little light, my little apartment light. Right now, it is 1:54 in the morning. So this video is going to be 2 hours. Right now, it's at 50 minutes. So what does that tell you? It's like, yeah, about 3:10, 3:05, 3:10 in the morning. That's when it'll be over. So there you go. I'll be watching the clock. Yeah, as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna conk out. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna conk out and have the longest little sleep of my life. How many of you guys like amusement parks? How many of you guys like amusement parks? I went to the amusement park and I didn't ride nothing because I just wanted to see the fireworks. It was too late in the day. I had too many other things going on today, watching streams and stuff. That's the thing. That's the thing. I'd rather be just sipping a little glass of beer or wine and being at the hotel and sitting in the spa or whatever and just listen to YouTube videos, man. That's the only thing I ever feel like doing anymore. How many of you guys feel the same? Comment below. I don't think I'm gonna be getting anybody in the chat because it's so late at night. I just want to have a nice long stream. Just dilly dallying in the middle of the night, talking about whatever comes to my head, man, and give myself a nice long video on YouTube. My first major long live video. That's what I'm going for tonight. Anyway, it's just you talk about the 4th of July. The 4th of July is a hoax. It's the biggest hoax of all time. We're living in an experiment, right? Last year when I came back from the parade of fireworks, you listen to Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. You can get on hell. You can get on the internet and just about anything. You can have the whole Bible read to you if you want. But it's just there's been so many versions of it. They're always changing everything, just like the Constitution. They're always amending everything, right? They're always changing stuff. Nothing ever stays the same. You gotta have change, or you can't have progress. Nothing can ever just be what it is and just be happy with. No, you gotta make things better. You gotta keep changing things, man. Everything's gotta get bigger and better, or it ain't worth living in. That's just a waste of this so-called time. Well, guess what? Guess what, Bucko? I don't think anybody wants to just sit and work their butt off as a machine robot for the puppet or whatever for the rest of their life. People want to spend time with their families and go places and do stuff and eat good food and stay at good hotels and go on vacation. But how the hell is it supposed to do that when work keeps getting in the way? That's why I've said so many times, why don't we just have a 2-day work week and just, all this position crap, fuck it. Let's just have people coming into work for like 2 days a week and they have more people and more value to stuff and people get paid more. But no, we can't have it like that. We got to have it to where there's only so many positions and we got to have everybody coming in hell, a lot of jobs even nowadays are 7 days a week. People got to have more than a job. This stupid bull crap. It's a bunch of stupid bull crap. Now, I don't know why the hell we continue to live like this. Well, because there's the top 1% Illuminati controlling everything. Well, then we need to fucking burn them up because they're just like the people. Have you seen the movie that, the Doomsday and Normandy and the people up on the thing, and we just need to burn them up and, screw them and then take over, right? Because that's basically what the Illuminati is. It just fucking Hussein, Hitler, whatever, just sitting there shooting at us, and we're just fighting against them. That's basically, and some people get killed, other people make it through, and they still got to go through hell trying to, it's just a war. We're living in a miserable existence. And it doesn't have to be this way. But as long as there's ignorance in the world, as long as there's people that want to control other people and delude other people, and I'm not saying it's a delusion either, because we create our reality, but it's just that the worst kind of hell would be a place where you're constantly forgetting that it's hell, only to be rudely reminded over and over again.
Beautiful sunsets, chirping birds, all this beautiful scenery, nice food to eat or whatever, music. A lot of this stuff is created by man anyway. It's just, oh yeah, and that's just boom when you least expect it. No, God, now your car gives that. Oh, you didn't do this right. You lose your job. Oh my God, there's always something. You know, it's always something. You gotta worry about your car. You gotta worry about your bills. You gotta worry about your work, your food. You worry, worry, worry. That's all it is. You got to worry about your family, or what you're wearing, or how you look, or how you talk, or how you walk. Everything. It's just worrying. Uh, oh God. Yeah. Hmm. What is this, man? What are we doing? Where are we going? We're all gonna just quote unquote die, right? Well, let's just be happy then. Let's just get along and be happy. But that's not how the world works. No, you shut up and shut your mouth and do what we say. Like, well, yeah, fuck you, yeah. It's just all these, like the world, the Lord or God or whatever, and just laughing at you all the time. You easily help me. All this religious crap, it's all man-made. They just want to make you afraid, so that you'll just shut your mouth and do what people want you to do. That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh God! Now what am I going to talk about? Let me think. Let me give me another minute here. This video is going to be long, long, 2 hours long. That's right. I'll be right. I'll be right back. Give me a couple minutes. Long rants. I gotta have time to recuperate. When I go on these long rants, I gotta have time to recuperate. Give me a moment. I can only say so much at once, man. You know, when I'm talking to myself. Back in the old days, I would just talk to myself and I just know exactly what. Now it's just YouTube, and all ththese other people. I got all these other people to bitch for me. So yeah, it's hard to when you're on film and everything, know just what to say. The moment here, I'm gonna slip on another pair of. Give me another second here. I'm gonna slip on another pair of pants here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've actually spent the whole first part of this, the whole first, the whole first half of this live without any pants on. So yeah, hopefully now when I put these on, I'm having trouble figuring out where the hell. Yeah, it would. Yeah, give me just one more second. I'll be back until the remainder of the stream. You're never fully dressed. You're never fully dressed without a smile or a nice pair of pants. Yeah. And here we go with the second half. Here we go with the second half of this long excursion. And there's some of the deception. While I was in there just now, I was thinking about deception, right? Or is it inception? Is it inception or is it deception? What is it? Which is it? It's hard to tell sometimes, isn't it? Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie Inception with Leo DiCaprio? It's a very deep movie. I've even heard it said that he washed up on shore after Titanic, the movie Inception. Yes, it's a nice little pun or whatever. Is it inception? Is it inception or is it deception? We're all being incepted to think a certain way from an early age. But what it really is we're being decepted to just to think for ourselves, right? Do you believe that we're being incepted with deception, or do you believe that we're being decepted with inception, or is it both? Have you seen? It's like we all got a destiny. Like in Forrest Gump, we all got a destiny, but we're all just floating around on a belief, or maybe we're just both is happening at the same time, right? Maybe we're just bringing everything on ourselves. There never really is any inception or deception. It's all an illusion of the mind. And we exist beyond all this man-made, because man is nothing more than just a direct result of a long chain of consciousness throughout, so-called history, which is supposedly happening here and now, but the future is being changed by the present, and the past is being, fixed from, if you believe in reincarnation. Anyway, I think I'm going to be lying back on my pillow with a little towel over my head here to just meditate on what I want to speak about for the next hour. It's probably going to take a whole day for this video to get uploaded. The last one I did was only like 10 minutes. It took almost a day to upload that. This might even take more than a day to upload. I don't know. It might be Monday morning before this thing is watchable. I don't know how that works. I've never, I don't think I saw Benedictine make a 2.5 hour live the other day. So yeah. So I want this one to be at least 2 hours. Like I was saying, are we being incepted to be decepted? Are we being decepted to be incepted? What a perplexing question, right? It kind of makes you realize that it's all just bull crap, and we're all just being, just made to forget that this stuff is not. None of this stuff is really real unless we think it's real. Consciousness creates reality. Unless there's consciousness, there is no reality. Nothing can exist unless somebody's aware that they exist and they create everything. In other words, everything that you've ever experienced, because all it is experience, you're the direct result of your conscious awareness and your creation. Damn it, people, we're all bringing it on ourselves. So why can't we help ourselves? That's the question. Why can't we help ourselves? It's a simple question. What is it? Occam's razor, the simplest explanation, and it tends to be the right one. Everybody's just complicating everything. Well, it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be simple and sweet and nourishing and loving and graceful and beautiful and helpful and but no, everybody's got to do everything the hard way because it's not worth doing unless you do it the hard way. See, you're an idiot. You see, you're an idiot. That's what we call stupid, crazy bullcrap. Why do you want to do everything the hard way when you do it the easy way? Why does everything got to be so difficult? I don't get it, man. Why can't we just be happy and help each other? Because life's not worth living unless you make it. No, God, people. Life's not worth living unless you make everything hard. You got to do everything my way. Here's the highway. Oh, shut up, you idiot. I don't give a fuck about your weight. Who in the hell gives a fuck about, who in the hell really gives a fuck about what anybody else thinks? Here, let me see if anybody's chatting on my chat here. I'm over here on the other side of the room. I didn't think so. It's past 2 in the morning. Hopefully next time we'll be able to chat and everything. But yeah, it's just what are we doing? I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to be too loud to disturb my neighbors. I want to be too loud to disturb my neighbors. It's 2 in the morning. I might wake somebody up again. Just beating on the freaking ceiling. It woke somebody up. Now I'm gonna be evicted for sure. Now I gotta move somewhere. Now I gotta move somewhere that costs $1,500 a month or something. Which is I'm not paying that now, and I hope I never will have to pay it. Okay, I'll tell you, it's $729 a month. There, I said it. So that's better than what a lot of people are having to pay. Maybe that's because I've lived here so long, and I've always made my payments pretty much on time. So yeah, I dig it. I don't know. I don't give a fuck how that crap works. I don't think you guys should give a fuck. I don't think anybody should give a fuck about this crap, man. But yeah. Ah, goodness, give me a second. Sometimes I just gotta pause for a second. Give me just 1 second. Okay, now we're gonna move into the next phase. Now we're gonna move into the next phase of my little discussion tonight. I'm gonna be sitting down. I'm gonna be sitting down nice and close to the computer, which I have on the floor. I don't have it up on the thing or anything. I just got it on the floor, nice and all personal. My little laptop. Yeah, let's open this door here so I can spread my feet out and put pillow down and just talk off the top of my head with a little thing over my eyes so I can see what else comes to mind. I see that nobody has entered my chat, and I did not expect it would. I only got nine subscribers, and I appreciate my extra 2 subscribers over the last few days. And I don't expect you to be coming on in the middle of the night. So yeah, hopefully next time we do this, it'll be in the daytime and whatever. Whatever. I just want to get a nice long video out there. My first long, serious live video. And just get it out of the way. And just I've been meaning to do it for several days now. Let's just do it and get it over with. Okay. So what am I gonna talk about now? What was I just talking about? I already forgot what the hell I was talking about. I don't give a fuck. You think I really care what I'm talking about at 2 in the morning? All I do know is that this world's an absolute pain in the ass, and we all need to escape it. But at the same time, it's not an escapism. It's more like just it's more like let's see. It's just like I said, it's like an experience, right? It's an experience for our consciousness, and then we're supposed to exit one day when we don't even know when the hell that day is going to be. Ugh. And until that time, we have to delude ourselves. We got to tantalize ourselves with things like television and video games and gambling and drinking. Drink responsibly. Some people like to vape and smoke. I don't really do that much. I vape a little. I got a little vape thing in there that I hardly ever do, and I do got some cigarettes but I don't really smoke and all that. And I do not, I do not recommend drugs. I definitely don't recommend marijuana or any of that other crap. But if you must drink responsibly and don't go any further than wine and beer. And if it's like an occasion, then you can drink some vodka and a little bit of martini or whatever. But if you're gonna just drink regular, just drink responsibly. Just beer and wine.
sometimes when it's the 4th of July, I go out there in Edmond, and right after the parade, I get a nice one of those locos, like 12% alcohol, and go out there and take a long walk in the sun for 2 or 3 hours until it wears off, and then get the hell out of there and go off and barbecue or whatever and fireworks at night. As long as it doesn't get rained out. It almost did get rained out the other day. Okay, so yeah, this live stream, I see that this live stream is already 1 hour and 10 minutes, so we got 50 minutes to go. Let's see. Yeah, what are we gonna talk about now? Let me see. I got this little cup of wine. I'm sipping on this little cup of wine. So yeah, let me just think here. Yeah, gambling. Let's talk about gambling. Or dating. Gambling and dating. There's a couple of good topics. First, we'll talk about gambling. I've never gambled. I've never gambled in my life, and I've never dated in my life. Yeah, I've never gambled for real in my life. I've never dated for real in my life. Yeah, I did go to the prom when I was in high school, and that was at the end when somebody finally walked up to me and had a little dance, rented the tusk and everything. I don't know if I still have it or not. Yeah, I've never gambled for real. Never dated for real. Yeah, that's that's just what is that? Gambling is like, oh, you go gambling, and it's like, you got these little games and game shows, just like on you go to a game show, right? Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, you name it, Jeopardy, Lingo, The Wheel that was on last year, that was good. Sale of the Century. How many guys remember the old ones? Sale of the Century, Blockbuster, Scrabble. Yeah, the Joker is Wild. Oh God, all these old, Hollywood Squares. Yeah, there you go. Oh God, hope I didn't leave anybody out. There's that local thing that was on, and it was Press Your Luck. Yeah, a lot of good game shows out there. Bob Barker passed away this last August, and we got Ariko Tarayama or whatever his name. Anime Dragon Ball creator passed away a couple of months ago. Everybody's just dying. The Queen died. We got a new King of England. There's America. We're not supposed to care about. Thought Provokers from Great Britain. So, salute, shout out to that. You got soccer, and it's not soccer. It's football. It's football. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see, I was talking about gambling. You gamble, you go into the casino, and you got all this stuff, and it's just, we gotta gotta play a game in order to make money. It's green paper. Instead of having to slave away for it, we go and have a nice little jackpot, and bang, 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 you got your money. You got your green paper now, so you don't have, you won the lottery or whatever, right? And now you don't have to suffer as much as everybody else. You see how fucked up that is? Now let's move on to dating. Yeah. I've never really done either in my life. Yeah. Great dating. It's just, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I love this person yet. So I'm just gonna gamble and hope that I'll love them more. And then I can, I don't even believe in marriage. And yes, okay, I'm gonna marry him now. I've known him long enough. If you really love someone, then you gotta be right there with, just why can't we talk? Because we gotta worry about how people look or how people talk. It's everything is still consciousness, and we're still taking on these temporary forms. So we're in a delusion that we don't love each other because we're having to survive in a dense, hellish environment. How can you not see that this world is not hell? Everything points to this world being hell. There's nothing here. It's just scraping by, trying to find a way to survive. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to gradually drink this little glass of wine I got, and then I'm going to lay back and just basically just harp for the next, what is it, 45 minutes? Yeah, 45 minutes exactly. Here we go. What am I going to talk about now? What am I going to talk about now? I got all these previous videos I made. I could go in there on a cell phone and look at them and talk about it and extend, but I'm not. But here's the thing: I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let everything come to my head as I think of it, and then talk about it. Yeah, because this is live, man. This ain't no video. This is live stream, man. It's different. This is big time. I'm famous. Look at me. I'm famous, man. Yay! I never thought I would be. I thought I'd just be a dumb little fuck like so many others my whole life, right? It's all about your perception. It's your perception. You think you're a bad person, right? You think that you're a bad person, but you're not. It's just people have conditioned you. If you don't bust your ass, then you're a bad person. Fuck that. Fuck that. It's all programming. Programming. We're all programmed from an early age. When we're first brought into this world, we're all innocent, we're all open minded, and we don't know what the hell's going on yet. Our parents, who they knew that the world sucks, but or some people don't even realize that the world sucks, and they anyway. It's like, okay, I want a mini me. I want to have a nice little cute kid, and then when they're old enough, I'm gonna kick them out of the house, and that's it, man. You're done. We're done. It's over. And you get out and go be a man or woman or what? You go procreate, and just endless cycle. It's just because I want to bring meaning into my life. There's no meaning unless you believe there's meaning, and there's a lot of people that do believe there's meaning. And I don't know why the hell you think there's meaning when people are suffering everywhere. How can you not see that people are suffering? Just where's the heaven? A real heaven would not have any death as we know it, everything, or diseases, or more balance. There would be no starvation, as everything would be taken care of, and war because everybody think alike, right? So just those are, what is that? The four main points of suffering is death, disease, starvation, and war, right? That's like the square of suffering, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it the square of suffering: death, disease, starvation, and war. The four main and just basic ignorance, which basically creates it all. And death, just the ignorance of bringing somebody here, disease, the ignorance, and the biological. It's just an organism, of course, right? Not saying that's not really ignorance. Starvation, it's just that's just suffering, right? Just suffering, and war is ignorance for sure. But just most of it's just hellish suffering that we don't need to bring any child into. That's why I'm an antinatalist. I want all my subscribers to be antinatalists. If you are not an antinatalist, I want you to tell me why you're not an antinatalist, so I might understand. Because why in the hell would you want to listen to someone like me or any of my fellow YouTubers if you believe that you see the world for what it is. The only excuse is if you somehow manage to not see the world the way it is, and you still want to bring a child into this world. What are you doing, right? Is that not ignorant? Is that not ignorant? No, God, no, 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 no. Of course, it's not ignorant because that would mean that I'm insulting somebody, and we can't have that. It's more important to have somebody slave their life away than to insult somebody. Oh God, fucking son of a bitch. Anyway. Give me another second here, guys. I gotta give me another second here, guys. I gotta recuperate. I can't just I can't just spitball for 2 hours straight. I gotta have a little break here and there. Give me a minute. We still got 40 minutes left in this thing, so you just give me a little minute. How many of you guys like game shows? How many of you guys like game shows, man? I love game shows. I love waking up in the morning to Price is Right or whatever, even if it is Drew Carey. I mean, it's just he was drawn to carry Bob's legacy because Bob went as close to 100 without going over it. Yeah, so whose line is it anyway? I love it. I love that. Yeah. That's my favorite, of course, is Price is Right. And then number two would probably be just Family Feud, and then Lingo that comes on with RuPaul or whatever. That's from Britain. That's one of those Brit. They had Wheel, come on about a year and a half ago. One that was really good. I wish they'd bring that back. Okay, give me a second, guys. I still got 4 minutes left in this thing, so give me 1 second here. Mm. Mm. There's another thing to talk about. How about we talk about some, nightmares and dreams and stuff when you go to sleep at night? I think I already covered this when I was starting over an hour ago. What is it? You got the nightmare, right? How many of you guys have nightmares at night? I don't have many nightmares. I don't have any nightmares. It's usually more of a more of just meaninglessness. The main things I have, as I mentioned, is just water parks all being filled with no floors or nothing, and the other one is just being in school again and just always being late all the time, and you know just stuff like that. And it's like, oh, I got one more. I still got another year of college left, or I got another year of high school. And then you wake up, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just having a little vision in my head. I have those all the time. And then the other one in my previous video where your family is just kind of screwing with you. Anyway, what the hell am I going to talk about now? Let's see. I'm going to keep sipping this wine here. In a minute, I'm going to just lay back and just say whatever I'm thinking for the final part of the stream. It's not video, it's a stream. Yeah. It's still a video. Stream or no stream, it's still a video, isn't it? Yeah. What am I going to talk about now? Oh, goodness. What is there? So many things to talk about. Families love each other. They pretend that they love each other. And then if they don't have any money, they just say, oh my God, you're irresponsible and you got to go get money, or you're irresponsible and you're a bad person. Oh, shut up. And it's, oh, you love me. Well, you brought me into this mess. You brought me here. So you deal with it. Everybody has a child. You can bitch and moan. You can literally bitch and moan all you want. But once you bring a child in this world, man, you give up that right. No, you brought some. You owe everything. You owe everything to that child because you brought him here. You knew. Now, if you don't know, here's the thing. If you don't realize how stupid life is, and you want a child, then I'll give you that. But the biggest assholes of all time are the ones that know that life sucks and know what they've been through. And this, oh, but I still want a child. Fuck you, for that life sucks. You know the state of the world, and but I want a baby. Fuck you. That's the dumbest, most despicable, ignorant thing you could ever do is to know that life sucks and all the crap that you've been through in your life, and you still want to bring somebody else. Oh God, man. Get out of here, man. I don't want to look at you. This why I don't even look or talk to people unless I have to, because I don't know what the hell anybody's thinking. This why I don't even want to show my face, because I don't I don't know who's gonna find this stream. It's like try to steal my identity. People are just trying to find ways to fuck each other up, man. Nobody helps each other. It's just, how can I make this person's life difficult? How can I make this person be deluded and to think something that is off or out of, out of place with their just simple, original, you know, what is it? The word I'm looking for here. I am consciousness. Your, regular state of consciousness, right? Because anytime you feel out of sync, that's usually because you're out of, that's you're out of sync with your consciousness. You're trying to make yourself believe something that's not really necessarily there. I could just go on forever, man. I could go on all night about. I could make this a 24-hour stream if I wanted to, but I'm not. But no, 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 no. Just 2 hours. 2 hours is plenty. 2 hours is more than plenty. Someone like me, someone like me who ain't even been around for, not even quite a month yet. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, guys, what are we gonna talk about now? How about what's your favorite vacation that you ever went on? My favorite vacation would probably either be Disney World or just Disneyland or whatever. Disney World would be better. It's you can get on YouTube. You can get on YouTube and do all this stuff. You can go on people making videos and video games and places they gone and just movies and stuff and just music. It's all there. And it's hard to I haven't literally, I haven't used my DVD player in months, and I tried it the other day. It's like it wouldn't even work because I hadn't used no. So I'm gonna have to get a new one. You can actually connect the internet to your television and stuff. And yeah, the internet gives you everything nowadays. Yeah, hell, you can do just about anything. Your video games on a cell phone, your movies on a cell phone. You can just do about anything even on your cell phone. I remember when your cell phone was like a big old purse size, and a computer in the old days with like a whole entire room and stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, went to the Grand Ole Opry, Mount Rushmore, and that's went to like Disney World, like I said. I went all over when I was a little kid, and then last vacation, real vacation I ever went on was like a log cabin where I caught a fish, and then they came back from. We went out, and the head was there because somebody ate it, and I just threw it out in the water, watch it flying through the air. That's kind of funny. And that's my father got a paper route, so we never went on vacation again like that because he gonna be around and throw his paper, right? Yeah. Okay. What is this? What we still got 32 minutes left. Oh my God, this long, long, long live. Yeah. Hmm. It is now 2:33 in the morning where I am. I'm in Oklahoma City. It is now 2:30 in the morning, and I'm still going. Yeah, all the way to past 3 in the morning. That's what I'm doing. What is this world that we're living in anyway, man? What is this world? What is this world that we're living in? Why are we gonna just are we just gonna keep falling for stuff our whole lives? What does that song say? You guys stand for something or you fall for anything. Well, you just keep falling. You're standing for what? What are we standing for? Are we standing for ourselves or are we standing for what other people? Yeah. We're standing for whatever the hell comes up in front of us, and we accept it to be our reality. Just like when we go to sleep at night. It's like it's like you go to sleep, you don't, it's like that, you don't really know what's going on. And then it's only when you wake up, it's like, well, that was weird, you can't, and there's one instant where you just remember it for a second, and it's like, wait a minute, what happened? And then it just goes, and then you just lie there and get up or whatever. Most of the time, it's just being, just everything just being pulled over your eyes, and nobody realizes what the hell is going on until it's too late. Once it's too late, it's like, what are we gonna do? What's gonna happen? What's happening to us? Why are we here? How do we get here? What happened? What happened to cause this turmoil in our lives? And that's basically what the world is. People trying to figure out why they're here and what became of their lives. You know, was that saying that other movie? It's like, we live two lives, the life we we learn with, the life we live with after that. I don't think the learning ever stops. I'd have to say disagree with that. I don't think the learning ever really stops. I think the living, we're learning and living all the time. That's what I think. You're always going to be perplexed, or you're going to have some hardship. There's always going to be something going on in your life. There's always going to be something to feel bad about, or good about, or just in between about. There's always going to be that stimulus because everything always comes in spurts, right? You feel great, and then the next moment you feel like crap, and then you feel great again. It's like, why did I feel like crap? Why did I take that so stressfully? Why did I do this? Why do that? Half the time you don't even remember what happened 5 minutes ago, and you don't even know what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. It's always like everything's always in the here and now, and you're always just fluctuating up and down like a roller coaster. I feel good. I feel bad. Always fighting with yourself, fighting your thoughts. What is that? What is that voice in your head? It's like, your thoughts and your emotions are just, they're like vehicles. They're just there running all the time. Your consciousness, and then it's just that little voice in your head. And the fact that you're even aware that you exist at all, it's like, oh, why am I thinking this? I'm always trying to regulate yourself, conforming, trying to conform to this thing called society. It's madness. And it doesn't have to be that way because it's just why you just help each other and love each other. But no, they've got the ego is like, oh, we got to create a fear-based society instead of a love-based society. We live in a fear-based society where you got to regulate everything. We don't live in a love-based society where we just help each other and love each other, man. It's hell. Demons, just like me and Cycle says, demons. We're surrounded by demons. They're constantly picking at us, waiting for us to screw up. Look what you did. Look at this crap you did, man. And trying to make us feel guilty. You're trying to rob us of our innocence. Oh my God. Fuck this place. Doesn't have to be this way. The world is actually a beautiful place, but it's never going to be because everybody's just always diluting each other. Fucking yeah. What is this, man? What do we? Why do you say? All you gotta do is ask. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we live like this? What is the point of all this suffering if it's not? If is it really going to help anything? Is it really going to help anything having all these children suffering and all these people having to be wage slaves? And is that going to do anything? No, no, it is not. It's just going to make people angry and rebellious and make people want to, fuck this. I want to live my own life. And then the authorities are going to beat them and, fucking firing squad in the other countries. That's why, oh, America is so wonderful because we don't have firing squads. People, what? Things like that still happen. And even, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. We're all one great consciousness. It's all an illusion, man. People are suffering no matter where they are and when they are or who they are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. It's like, there's all this talk about size matters or matter doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It's just the only thing that matters is the fact that we are consciousness and we create a reality. And we're always creating a stupid, malicious, meaningless, bull crap reality. And we're bringing it on ourselves. We know good and well that we could make this world in a nice, happy place, but we don't. Or it's like the people that are good and decent, they're the ones that are driven away, and all the assholes, they're the ones that get to sit and laugh at all the misery because they're creating all the hardship. It's like a bad apple just destroys the bunch, right? Unless everybody thinks alike, it can never be a heaven. And as long as everybody thinks different, they're gonna have hell. So therefore, don't bring any children into this narcissist, or this mediocre, hellish world full of people trying to be better than everybody else. The human ego is out of control. These animals are always trying to be better than everybody else, consuming each other, trying to the competition We gotta work hard in order to be worth something, man. Man, fuck that. Why can't we just help each other? And oh my god, fuck. This as long as we keep doing this, we're gonna keep suffering. The only way you can have a heaven is if everybody thinks alike and creates their own reality. It's with group consciousness, because mass consciousness is not group consciousness. It is you got mass consciousness here in the physical world, everybody thinking different, and then everybody dies and goes where they, whatever they expect reality to be, and it's like, okay, now that's heaven. We got group consciousness now, and it's just most people will just settle for the first reality that comes to them, because we're supposed to live in a multi-dimensional universe, and we just keep, we go where we deserve to be, we go where what we expect reality to be. And as long as we believe that we're human beings and that we're bipedal meat suits, then you're going to continue to create a reality like that. Oh God, fucking everything points to this world being hell. Not everything points to not only this world being hell, but the fact that we are creating everything and bringing everything ourselves, and that we're consciousness. Oh my God. And as long as you don't realize this or see this, you're going to keep getting sucked into the illusion or the matrix. Because the world, it doesn't matter. None of the stuff matters. We're all gonna quote unquote die and go to this, quote unquote better place. So what does it matter? Whatever, it's like if we believe we're a bad person, keyword believe, because belief actually limits you. You say the idea is just have an open mind, right? If you believe you're a bad person, you're gonna create that kind of environment. Yeah, that makes sense. But if you believe you're a good person, then you're going to create a nice fairy environment with little pixie horses and little unicorns or whatever, right? Yeah, it's the fairy tale. And then you wake up, right? Or you go to nightmare. It's like, oh my God, this sucks. How you wake up from that? Everybody's just waking up and dumping on each other, right? It's like, okay, you woke up from this. So now you got to have this, and you wake up from that event. Everybody's just waking up over and over again. Why can't just stay woken up? I don't want to go to sleep. I just want to stay. It's like I got to go to sleep just so I can wake up again. It's fucking madness. Yeah. Anyway, what are we at now? Okay, we got 23 minutes left. Well, okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep the iron burning hot. What do we want to talk about now? Let's see. Why do people want to get drunk? Because they don't have to be sober. Well, why do people think that? Why the hell do people think that getting drunk is a bad thing? Well, because then you're not being responsible. Why are you not being responsible? You always got to ask why. Why are you not being? Eventually, it always goes back to I am that I am. It doesn't matter what it is. Why do people want to be responsible? Well, because it's manly. Why is it manly? Because it's not womany. Why is it not womany? Because because we are what we are. You see how it always comes back to that. The blanket, like in that movie. We're all the blanket. It's just pieces. Everything's connected. It's not just suffering. It's connected suffering in order to help us either eventually learn something or want to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to suffer anymore. I'm getting out of here. And then it's like, oh, you're a coward. God, people, it's just ridiculous, man. Everybody's always trying to steer you into the path of just shutting up and conforming. You can't think for yourself. You can't be yourself, even though you're always going to be yourself. It's just whether it be diluted or not. There's always going to be some kind of crap to deal with as long as you are living on this earth. That's just the way it is. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be that way, but, people are conditioned to believe that you got to go through hardship in order to be happy. Now, that doesn't make any sense. What the hell kind of sense does that make? You got to go through hell in order to get to heaven. I'll give you that. But at the same time, it's like, why in the hell would I want to suffer when I could just be happy in the first place? Why am I suffering if it's not going to help me grow any? Why am I suffering? It's just going to make me angry and want to kill somebody, naming myself. Why am I suffering if it's just going to make me feel guilty and regretful about whatever the hell experience that I'm having? What is the point? Where is the meaning? Doesn't that seem a little off to you? Doesn't that seem a little unbalanced to you? It seems to me that we're just having the blanket, as I just said, the blanket it being everything it pulled over our eyes, man. You think this way. I don't want you to think your way. You do it my way. Fuck your way. It should be the other way around. Everything's backwards. Everything's a flip side, other side of the coin, whatever you want to call it. It's all a big scam. And there's only two things we can do. We can just continue to put up with it, or we can just say fuck this and overturn it somehow. But that's not going to happen because most people are just conditioned. And it's like you try to do things like that, and then people throw you in prison or whatever. It's you trapped. It's a trap, and that's why you should not bring any children into it. Yes, yes. There's no sense in living in this world if you're not going to have some meaning behind it. It doesn't make any sense. People need to help each other and strive for a better community or whatever the hell you want to call it. If otherwise, you just you just you're teasing yourselves. You're not helping nothing. It's not making anything better. It's not helping improve anything. Not. Oh yeah, I've heard it said that nothing can ever stay the same. It either gets better or worse. It can only get so big horrible before it gets better again. Because it's like why would you want to go the other negative when you go be go the right way, be positive? Why would you want to do that? Ignorance, ignorance. What does it say in Christmas Carol? It's ignorance and want, but especially beware ignorance, right? Well, we're all gonna want stuff. There's nothing wrong with wanting stuff. It's just ignorance. Fuck ignorance, right? We just let's enjoy the bounty that's before us and fuck being ignorant. Just help each other. It's like, yeah, that's another thing. I was, the Benedict King the Truth thing, which I haven't even finished his videos yet. Talking about the tree of knowledge, and God doesn't want us to be knowledgeable. So yeah, if we eat from the tree of knowledge, a serpent trying to persuade us, and it's like, oh no, now you gotta know that that's stupid. Stupid. It's like you're an all-knowing God, and you still allow that to happen. Doesn't that seem a little fucked up? Doesn't that seem like something that man would have made just to control people? It's like, oh, you don't. It's like you don't deserve to be smart. So yeah, we're gonna have to torture you now because we don't think you should be smart. And even though we knew it was gonna happen in the first place, that's a fucking yeah. That's a fucking that's a direct. It is so obvious that religion is man-made. It is so obvious. I have no doubt in my mind that religion is just a man-made fabrication created to control people. That's all it is. It's like if you don't do this, then God's going to send you to hell. And, oh, come on, all loving God, but no, it's just He knows everything, and He knows He could help you, and He doesn't. And He's going to send you to hell. Oh God, fucking, this is how stupid, fucking crazy people are. And those, they actually believe this crap when we're small children. It's like, oh yeah, just children, the open mind, you learn the English language. That's supposedly the most toughest language to learn. Like I'm speaking now, is like you're so open minded. Those first 5 years, you'll believe anything, right? And then it's like you get a certain age, like oh, you're not supposed to watch cartoons and make little castles in the sand or whatever anymore. You got to go to work and be a man, otherwise you're a loser. You're fucking stupid. You're slavery, ignorance. The ignorance of slavery, when we can all just help each other and just be happy. But no, it's like, oh, you gotta go to work and be miserable, otherwise you can't have all this stuff that's supposedly already been bestowed upon you. Oh my God, fuck. Stupid world that we live in. There's no sense in this, people. There's no sense in having a child when you know that life sucks. Now, if you don't know that life sucks, then you probably will become quite aware of it when you can't keep in track of them with all the stuff that you already got to deal with, right? You already got all this other crap to deal with, and now you're it's like, oh, I got this cute little kid. Wait a minute, now I gotta change their diapers. Wait a minute, now I gotta send them to school, and wait a minute, now I gotta fucking get them out of the house when they're 18. Wait a minute, I gotta take care of them if they lose their job, and I got these fucking expensive bills I can't pay. Wait a minute, I have to wonder why the hell I'm not dead yet, so I don't have to put up with this anymore, and I can just inherit my riches and the will. You see? You see what I mean? It's like they want to have this little bundle of joy, and then just once it's big enough, it's like, okay, get out of here. We're done. My toy play thing is done with, over with. I've had my fun. You can go out and be a dickhead like me now. I wouldn't go that far because if I was to have a kid, there's a lot of good families out there. I don't mean anything like that, but it's just if I was to have a kid, I would definitely either be a million, billion, trillionaire, or I'd be living out in the woods somewhere where nothing gonna hurt us. And I'm just, oh god, I'm not gonna have any kids. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna have any kids. I don't think anybody subscribed to this channel or anybody else on YouTube like this, for that matter, should have any children. So anyway, we got about 15 minutes left here. What is this? What is that? I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, we got just under 15 minutes. And then I'm finally gonna go to bed because I am exhausted. I can tell you that right now. Here, let me just for the last part, I'm just gonna lay back and just see what else comes to my little head. Let me think. What else can I discuss with you guys before I bid you good night for now? Let me see. I love going to hotels, right? I love going to the hotel. There's nothing better. Than just, making a booking and going somewhere and planning it and packing and then going there right at, checking guys like, here I am, like going there, and you feel like people are waiting on you, bringing stuff, and you get a view and everything, go bring everything up to the room and watch stuff, go deliver stuff, and then people bringing you something, and then go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, go take a walk if you need it, and breakfast in the morning, and eventually leaving if you don't have a stayover. It's a wonderful experience, and I recommend it. There's just one problem. It's just so fucking expensive, man. It eats up all your money because you don't want to feel better about whatever you're going through. You just want to have some little drinks on the side or whatever. Always drink responsibly. And it's just before you know it, all your green paper is gone. You gotta go be a slave again, or you can't have this stuff anymore because it's all just, it's like if you don't have this, then we can't give you that. The main thing, what is that? There's, the system, the way it ought to be, like this for that, this for that. I'll give you this if you give me that. Well, that can be valuable in some way, but how about this? How about we just help each other and just lay off each other? How's that? That sounds like a nice society to me. That sounds like a nice way of living to me. But that's not going to happen because it's just, this is belief. Keyword belief. You got to work hard in order to be happy. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. There's no need for any of the stuff. Most of the stuff that exists in today's world, hardly any of it is bare necessities. We don't really need it. But we create the illusion that we need it, and we become spoiled. I'll go ahead and say it. Keyword. I'll go ahead and say it. Keyword spoiled. I know a lot of you guys might not like me saying that, but we become spoiled little brats, and we got to have it this way or that way or the other way. because of what we experienced here, what we experienced there, what we experienced anywhere, right? We don't want to suffer this way, so we gotta have this in order to be happy. If I don't have this, or whenever I get this, I'll be happy once I get this thing. You know, I can't just be happy and live. No, I gotta have this stuff over here in order to live and be happy. This is how crazy and deluded it is, man. Because if you don't have what you get, we're gonna die anyway. It's all about I gotta feed the body, I gotta exercise, have a workout in order to give the body strength. I gotta do this or that or the other in order to feel this way. I can't just be happy. That sounds like hell to me, and that's exactly where we are is hell. Because everything here is all about just feeding the body, right? Feeding the organism that's going to eventually quote unquote die anyway. Doesn't that sound like hell? It's like we're all gonna die, but we still gotta act like we're not gonna die. Okay, that's pretty stupid, right? Doesn't that sound fucked up, guys? Doesn't that sound like there's something wrong with this world? Like we shouldn't bring any children here because this world is an absolute living hell, and we don't even realize it because it's made to seem like it isn't hell. It's made to seem like it isn't hell, and then we're just constantly and unexpectedly reminded of it over and over again. Why would you want to bring children to that? Because I want a mini me. It's like that life sucks. Oh, but I still want to. Oh my god. Now, if you don't realize that, there's a lot of people in this world that don't realize that life generally sucks, and they're just, you know, yeah, I can give them that. I understand that, but eventually, you're gonna have to deal with that child and all this stuff that because because you want to have a nice little cute bundle for a few years, and then you get it doesn't make sense bringing, it's like people fall in love with each other and they think they got to have this cute little bundle and they realize that wait a minute, now I got to take care of them, and now it's probably even gonna, it might even get me on bad terms with the person because it's always everything revolves around this green paper man-made delusion called money, the root of all evil. It's just everything is backwards in this world, man. It doesn't have to be backwards. I've heard it said in the Bible or whatever. It's all man-made anyway. Yeah, it's like everything's cursed. Everything's cursed because of original sin. Because someone wanted to be knowledgeable. Oh my God! In other words, if we're not ignorant, in other words, if we're not walking around ignorant, being blissful in our ignorance, then we're going to have to suffer in our smart consciousness. What the hell? What the hell kind of loving God would do that? That sounds like a bunch of assholes with their feet kicked back and their cigars smoking, trying to make people believe that they can't be who they are. Otherwise they're arrogant, right? Arrogant. Oh, I'm boastful. I can't be this way. I gotta do it your way. Otherwise, you're being disrespectful. God, man, it's fucking ridiculous world that we live in, man. It's all backwards. Everything is in reverse. Everything is absolute. It's not a mirror image. It's or a parallel universe if you believe in that stuff, consciousness, whatever. It's just backwards, man. It's going in reverse. It's backwards. I don't know how to say the word backwards and backward. Take it back, whatever. I don't understand why the hell you want to have a child if you know that life sucks. Now, if you don't know that life sucks, then you will soon find that it does suck unless you're fucking rich or something. Do not have children if you know that life sucks. Go get a dog or cat or whatever. Go adopt somebody that's already suffering. Make that life better. Try to remove as much suffering in this world as you possibly can, people. Because if you're not going to do that, then as if time exists, you're just wasting your time. Time doesn't exist. It's an illusion. It's dimensions and everything. It's just everything's just consciousness here and now. It always has been. It always will be. We're just manipulating everything constantly, and like a projector, film going through a screen, right? Time and space is supposed to be moving through us, not the other way around. Like We're not moving through space and time. Time and space is moving through us. This just, most of these things I'm saying are from other people, they've already said it. Just, Obama said that on a Crimson Circle. It's just, and I'm just repeating it. I'm like, I just suck it up and spit it out. Black hole, that's what I'm all about. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. I'll say that again. That was beautiful. I suck it up and spit it out. Black hole, that's what I'm all about. Ooh, I love that. That's a nice little slogan there. I suck it up, I spit it out. Black hole, that's what I'm all about. Ooh, that I love the sound of that, especially when I'm making my first long live. 5 minutes to go in this baby, guys. This stream is going to be in about 5 minutes, so just it's it is now 3 a.m. and I'm gonna be having to go to sleep here in just a second. So yeah. I see that nobody ever showed up in chats, and that's fine. I don't care. Maybe next time when I hopefully do it during the day or whatever. Yeah, we got 4 minutes left, so yeah, let's just close it up by just saying that, we're all just spinning through the solar system or whatever you want to call it, the galaxy, the universe. It's just we're so much more than what we think we are. We think that we're these tiny little meat suits, but we're actually so much more than that. The illusion of being just one amongst many. We're so much more than what we think we are or what we feel we are. We are amazing conscious beings, and we're just having a temporary experience. And until we realize that, we're just going to keep continuing making, delusions for ourselves, man. Now, who wants to live like that through eternity? Who wants to be in like the playpen of consciousness? Kindergarten, preschool, daycare, nursery school. It's not even a daycare. It's like a little, crib or whatever, little cradle crib, little, not even out of the womb yet, just little, just miserable dump of consciousness. That's where we are. And we need to get to the point where it's like, why are we living like this? We're creating all this, aren't we? Aren't we creating all this? Yeah. So why are we suffering? Why are we living like this? What is the point of all this suffering if it ain't gonna help nothing? Who in their right mind feels like they've improved their lives from all the suffering they've gone through? I think it's more like, you know what, I'm glad this crap is over with. So now I can just, oh yeah, that's right. Here comes a whole nother buttload of crap. And you're gonna want to bring somebody else into that. I want any thoughts, comment below, just anything you want to say about just why the hell you'd want to have a child, even though, if you know that life sucks, why the hell would you still want a child? And don't say anything about, oh, because I want a little bundle of joy. And if you don't realize that life sucks, then you need to realize that you're going to have, once you have a child, you pretty much owe that child everything. You don't have the right to bitch and moan anymore. You don't even have the right to get on YouTube and make videos like this anymore, because you got a child and you got to take care of that child because you brought them into this mess of a world. It doesn't have to be a mess of a world. It can be a wonderful place, but it's what we make of it. The world's what we make of it. It always has been, always will be. It's that simple. It is so simple. Everything is so simple. And the human ego or mind or whatever is always, the mind loves to analyze things. The mind loves to try to solve problems and complicate things. That's why people want to play word flies. That's why people want to play board games and just watch games. That's why people want to do just about anything, because it gives the mind something to, activity for the mind. That's what it is, man. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it for this one, guys. I'm out in 30 seconds. Black Hole Handle, what up? It's been a pleasure making this nice, long, first major live stream. Hope everybody has a good night. I certainly am, because I'm tired and it's 3 in the morning and I gotta get to bed, man. Peace out, and hope to make another video before too long, and that's it. I'm ending the stream, guys. Adios.